Vince Gilligan's Pluribus, starring Rhea Seehorn, is releasing on Apple TV Plus soon, and a first trailer has come out for the show, following all of the cryptic teasers that we've been getting. It's another mysterious trailer that's a bit longer in running time, but we can get a few hints on what the show is about with all the footage included. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the new teaser trailer for Vince Gilligan's Pluribus and giving you my reaction to it. Before I get into it though, if you want to see more videos on Vince Gilligan's upcoming show, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating and subscribing to the channel. But without further ado, let's dive into the new trailer for Vince Gilligan's Pluribus. So the new trailer for Pluribus touches on all the mystery and weirdness of Vince Gilligan's newest show, and it showcases quite the jarring situation. We see a White House or high-level government broadcast on a TV announcing something to the viewer. The voice on screen addresses Rhea Seehorn's Carol, explaining on the call to her that them ringing must be so bewildering. It immediately establishes a disconnect between her and many others of this world, in that she is being spoken to in a tone of unsettling authority. We cut to Carol looking confused and tired, sitting in her living room as the broadcast plays on. Her face registers frustration, disbelief, and the burden of being singled out. Over-the-shoulder shots of the TV emphasize its authority, making it feel like a presence in her home. Next, the trailer emphasizes the control over everyone else in this world, as we see everyday people lined up and appearing to serve others, or presumably just Carol. In another scene, a woman brings food and water to Carol's door, giving them to her like religious offerings. The people doing these acts have blank, serene expressions, creating an odd atmosphere to the whole piece. It's as though the world is reshaped entirely to pamper her, but with a reverse ethos. Instead of Carol being comfortable, she is being taken care of by a massively altered society. Now, we don't know if this extends beyond Carol or if it really is just her. Like, if it is only her going against this form of control, then I think I would have bigger questions over the nature of the reality that Carol resides in. Gilligan did reference science fiction as a genre when he originally talked about the show, so that's something to keep in mind. And the number 1 in the title of Pluribus heavily suggests that it could be the case that she is the only one. But say if it turns out to be the opposite and there are others like Carol out there, then I think it's just a reality that is just super twisted and oppressive. Something is very off, so I'd probably go with a former option, in something being quite wrong about her reality. We'll have to see, but it is interesting to think about, and I presume it might be one of the bigger questions of the show. Anyway, the montage of footage that follows this includes Carol driving around an eerily placid city. Streets are tidy, people she passes wave or gesture reassuringly, and nobody seems anxious. The calmness is uncanny, and we see faces turned towards her, smiling, unblinking. The trailer then cuts back to the White House voiceover on Carol's TV, and they reassure her that they will figure out what makes her different so that she can join them. The tone flutters between benevolent and ominous, and she stares at the broadcast, half enraged and half haunted by it. Something to note is that there is an insert of documents, forms or screens that show her file as if she is being studied or processed. The visuals suggest that she is under clinical scrutiny. Also, another wide shot frames Carol standing isolated, looking on at everyone else as they follow orders. We end the trailer with Carol saying "what the F" to the man on the TV, echoing both the confusion and resistance to the broadcast. The tagline "we're here for you, join us Carol" or variations thereof appear quietly throughout, and we're left questioning all the details of Carol's situation. So the contrast between the smooth, sterile world of everyone else and Carol's raw emotional presence is the central tension of this first big trailer. The world is now organised to be kind, to help, yet in doing so, it becomes oppressive and suffocating. The difference with Carol is foregrounded, and we wonder why she is unaffected and why she resists joining the rest. The trailer positions her isolation not as punishment, but perhaps as a responsibility to free everyone else. The authority voiceover on the TV is also chilling in how it blends empathy with control. It reframes coercive assimilation as a kind gesture, making resistance feel impolite or wrong. The recurring motif of service, whether it's people bringing food, care, or reassurance, is therefore inverted in the case of this particular series. Rather than comforting, it feels performative, orchestrated, and manipulative. Combining that with the title of Pluribus, which evokes the ideas of many, united, and one, it insinuates that the show is about merging, conformity, or collective identity, which Carol is against. It leaves me asking whether this is Gilligan criticising the ideas of being manipulated or aligning with certain echo chambers in the world today. Essentially how through this, the world has become so unconnected. We end the trailer in tension, not resolution, which fits the teaser's goal, but also thematically underscores how little Carol, or even we, understand what is going on. So after watching the new Pluribus trailer, I'm left with a heavy dose of excitement, unease, and a big appetite for more. It's a teaser that leans deliberately on mystery over clarity, giving not too much away, but delivering a good amount of tension and weirdness. It pulls you into a world that feels wrong in small, insidious ways. I really admire all the restraint of the recent trailers we've seen for this, as many trailers for other projects feel obligated to promise spectacle and reveal too much. But Gilligan's Pluribus trusts ambiguity. It dares the viewer to lean in, to ask questions, and to feel uneasy. Every quiet moment, whether it's the odd mise-en-scène or the weird gestures, especially in this trailer between Carol and the man in the TV broadcast, become louder because there's nothing else to distract you. It's typical Vince, as he has proven that he can handle ambiguity, darkness, and lots of moral weight. The trailer doesn't rush to explain anything, and it lets you sit with Carol, a woman described as the most miserable person trying to save the world from happiness. It all feels like it's orienting us towards a darkened version of the concepts in Breaking Bad, with happiness as a disease and benevolence as coercion. The casting of Rhea Seehorn also seems to be a big win here, as she has already proven that she has an ability to ground the weird in human vulnerability. She appears small, a person overwhelmed by a system or force bigger than her. So as a whole, the combination of a high concept hook, unsettling visuals, and a charismatic lead makes for one of the more compelling trailers I've seen recently. It doesn't hand you answers, as it's a primer to psychological suspense. It leaves me both eager and anxious to see how the whole show unfolds. But that was my breakdown and review of the new trailer for Vince Gilligan's upcoming show, Pluribus. It's going to be interesting to see what this blended genre drama is really going to be about, but I think after his work on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I trust Vince to really do something satisfying once again. Rhea Seehorn's work on the prequel show further showcased her talent as an actress, making us wonder what other aspects will be unique about her character this time around. The new trailer touches upon some of that, but it still leaves a lot of mystery going into its release. But what are your thoughts of the new trailer for Vince Gilligan's new show Pluribus, and what things did you pick out when watching it? Let me know down below in the comment section. For more updates on Vince Gilligan's Pluribus, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, rating, and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.